Hello and welcome to Judgement, the new limited format coming into Scrolls. Mons is very excited to play a game using it, and I'm pretty excited to play it too. Here are the great big rule sheet. I can read through it real quick. Basically, it costs 2,000 gold or 180 shards to create a deck. You get 4 scrolls and pick one from each group of 4 until you reach 45 scrolls in total, and use 30 of them to make a Judgement deck. Classic scrolls, back when the deck limit was 30. After playing 5 games, players get to keep a few scrolls from the deck to add to their collection, and the decks are deleted after 5 games. But you get one common if you get 0 wins, 1 uncommon if you get 1 win, 2 wins get you 1 rare, 3 wins get you 2 rare, 4 wins get you 3 rares, 5 wins get you 4 rares. So, if you do well with this deck, then you get to, keep more loot. Use gold. Judgement. Right, I can see the next few. And energy looks pretty good. I mean, Inoga seems like a bomb. I think I'm already personally having problems with this system, by the way. I'm just going to play through it and then I'm going to discuss it. But I think I will go straight for the... Let's grab the bomb. One thing I do like, I like this background. I like this pale blue wood thing. That looks really nice. Charge coil, probably. Now, I'll grab Stagheart, just in case I do go in that direction. Blind Rage, I personally quite like. Now, I mean, I'm looking at this and I see Wing Shield and I think I might take that to deny other players from having it. But at this point, it's just not... I mean... there's no other player going to pick it. I don't have to worry about other players taking that. So, it takes the player versus player element out of building this deck, out of it completely. Let's grab Spark and Iron Whip. Sister of the Bear, just in case I do go that way. Catapult of Goo. Another Iron Ogre. Energy Siphon. Fleetness has not changed. Still not great. But if you wanted to get Fleetness, you could grab it as one of your 5 that you're not going to use and then just throw it in. Stack out. Same for Quake. Actually, I could have grabbed the Quake and just kept it, and that way if I got 3 wins, I could have kept the Quake. So I think that's nice. I think it's a nice way of doing things. Languid. Now I'm getting no energy, so let's grab the Ragged Wolf, Sister of the Fox, then the Elder, then the Potion of Resistance. Clock Library. A Memorial is not a good idea. Gravelock Raider. How many am I up to? 21. Wing Shield. No, let's grab Wicked Being, just because it's cheap. 2 Harvesters. Maybe. I'll grab one. I'll grab Loyal Darkling. Desperation. I don't know why I was thinking Loyal Darkling. I think I was thinking too much about my potential splash into decay more than I was thinking about my actual energy deck. Solemn Giant. Ultimatum. Ragged Wolf. Pomp. Outcast. I wonder how these 4 cards are created, whether they are completely random or whether they have some consistency thrown into them because of the fact that, well, they're not coming from packs, so guaranteed rares aren't a thing, and I've got 2 rares in one of these rows. So if they're completely random, that might make things a bit easier, because when we were testing our drafting system, our biggest problem was creatures. They were just so inconsistent. Right. How many Gravelock Raiders do I have? Oh, I have one. I'm going to grab a Gravelock Raider then. Ooh, Outcast or Solemn Giant? I'm going to go for the Outcast. Because, I mean, Solemn Giant's great. But I'd rather have a solid... Whoa! Phew! I'd rather have a solid creature than a creature that's very... Oh. Yay, my Judgement crashed. build deck. Let's see what happens. Ah, there you go. So, if it crashes, you can do that. It took back the bit where I took the Greylock Outcast, so get that back, and I'm back on track. So I will get the Clock Library. It makes a good wall, if nothing else. Beast Rex, it's splashy. Charge Coil or Destroyer. We're going to get Charge Coil. Another Automaton. Automaton. People keep complaining about how I say that. Do I grab Corrode? Sure. I'm getting Hellsplitter Mortar over there, personally. I think Solemn Giant's great, but I'd rather have something that I know is going to be solid instead of something I have to pump resources into. Frostgale. Ooh, Forge. I was just saying about pumping stuff in. Ignore me. Right. Build deck. As you can see, you're in a separate deck builder. I'm planning on just knocking off those and those. And I will have to splash something. But let's put in all of these energies that I like, because I like most of them. So that, and that. Right, that's all my energy in there. That's 27. So if I'm going to splash growth at some point, I think the 3 that I'd want would probably be All Sisters, actually. Save deck as Judgement deck A. Save. Great work. Hit the Judgement button in the arena, and it even brings you over here. Judgement. Play match. Judgement deck A. Ooh, that's Judgement deck, I guess. As for other features in the game at the moment, there is Spectate. It does not work currently. It is currently disabled, but it has been added. It's new. Spectate! This is currently disabled and we've... I can't wait for Spectate. Spectate means so much. It means that tournaments can now be casted, which is why I can't wait for things that ESL could be announcing. That's going to be amazing. Judgement decks are going to be casted. I mean, I'm so excited about the prospect of this Spectate mode. I personally care more about the Spectate mode than the Judgement mode. I don't care if people are like, oh my god, Judgement. I'm like, oh, Spectate! As far as the actual scrolls in the game currently go, I don't think any have changed. I mean, Breaker, let's get rid of this. When Breaker deals damage, its attack is increased by 1, so that's still exactly the same. The other one was Corrode. Units you control deal double damage to idols until end of turn. If at least one idol is destroyed by a unit you control this turn, draw 1 scroll. You can only get 1 scroll from casting Corrode, but it's a nice little benefit to make it slightly more playable. Excuse me. And Fleetness. Enchanted units base countdown is reduced by 1. It's exactly the same. So I think this has been changed to specify base countdown. Though I might be wrong. It might have been like that for a while. Magnetizer. He's the other one that popped up recently. And his art is being used for the Judgement background. Ranged attack. Any unit hit by Magnetizer gets its countdown increased by 1. He's still not good. I'm currently just waiting in the queue for anyone who's around to play. Anyone in queue? Just out of those two. Probably will be. It's nice to know that the potential crash being fixed is already in there. As soon as Ice Cream's done, I guess he'll jump into the Judgement match queue and we'll have a game. Should be good. I wonder how long the game will go. I mean, I'm okay with my deck. I think everything in there will probably be used. I don't know how much it will save me. So I didn't get anything like Violent Dispersal or Thunder Surge or Burn. But I do like the fact that I can ooh. I guess they've altered it for us. But I assume I can leave this at any time. Like, I can just go Spearman, Metal Heart, Thunder Surge, Transposition, Fertile Soil, Arena. Okay, he's going to sort something out and then he'll play. Settings. La la la. Profile. La 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 la. Oop. La. Save. Store. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Arena. And I can go back to Judgement. And if I hit build deck, it continues me off exactly where I was before. I don't know if that will stay if you quit the game. I would have to test that. I've not tested it yet. But I'm happy that you can wander off and do whatever without your Judgement deck being lost and the money you put in going. I'm assuming the fact that that said 1 gold and 1 shard was entirely because of the test server. If it wasn't on the test server, it probably wouldn't be like that. Just a quick reminder. Costs, 1 gold or 1 shard. Okay, it was 2k gold and 180 shards, which is what it will probably be when it comes to the live server. And yeah, 0 wins, 1 common, 1 win, 1 uncommon, 2 wins, 1 rare, 3 wins, 2 rares, 4 wins, 3 rares, and 5 wins, 4 rares. That's 5 wins. I mean, that's amazing. And I assume it's of any of your scrolls. I'd like to play 5 games and see what that's like, but at the moment, just because the patch just happened and people haven't really logged on to see it yet, or they could be downloading it and stuff, it's just not something I'm going to be able to do in the next 20 minutes. As you can see, the test server has quietened down a lot recently. Past 24 hours, only 8 people are online. That is mostly because of the fact that the only things on here to test are Breaker, Fleetness, Corrode, and Magnetizer, and we already know everything about them. They're not amazingly intricate scrolls. Don't need to test them any more than we have done. We know what they do, and we're scared of Breaker. Fleetness is crap. Magnetizer is crap. Corrode is meh. Maybe it'll have its moment, but it won't be played very much at all. So no one's really had reason to come onto the test server except for if they wanted to play with all the cards and mess around with deck ideas. That's why only 8 people have been online. Now that we have Judgement to test, I'm sure people will come on quite a bit, and maybe I'll be able to... So, well, it won't be long before people know what that final pick 5 screen actually looks like. Overall, my opinions on Judgement mode are, I like the fact that you can have as many Judgement decks on the go as you like. You can have 7, 8, 20, and yet you can just pick which one you actually want to use. So you could pump in a bunch of money into making a load of decks, make a bunch of alright ones and then make one that's actually really good. And just play with that one for those 5 matches. Once it's deleted, you'll have to plug in a bunch more money. I mean, they are expensive, but if your deck is really bad, you don't have to sit through those 5 matches. It would suck, you'd be very unlucky, but you don't have to use it. You can just scrap it if you liked. Can you... No, okay, so I don't know how... Oh, well, yeah, I know how. You can just go here and go to build. Oh, okay. I don't know how you can make alterations to your deck once you've committed it. I'm sure there either is a way and I don't know it, or there will be a way. I guess. Maybe not. Maybe once you've committed that Judgement deck, it is finished and you have to stick with it. That could be the case. Oh, whatever. I don't think that's a massive problem. I don't think people will be like, oh, I accidentally forgot to put that scroll in, and Or maybe after a game, it's like, this deck would be so good if I just took out that scroll and put in this scroll. You don't have such a large pool of scrolls that it will make that much of a difference, is my opinion. Worth noting, the cost for entering and reward levels have not yet been determined. So that explains that. Maya Curse now works on your own units, just in case you wanted to do that. Okay, I'm now in-game with Blinky. This will probably not go well. So, starting hand, I do not need Corrode. I can hang on to the Iron Ogre since Corrode is something I'd rather get rid of first. I'm not going to be dealing damage to an idol anytime soon, so that can go. I'm going to get rid of Potion of Resistance. I probably should get rid of the Iron Ogre now. Next time I play the Charge Coil, that'll deny him things like Braves. That can die. I could kill it with Desperation if I really wanted to kill it, but I'm going to just play this up here first. Plan is, I don't know, I'll probably put a Proximity Charge in front of it to try and protect it, stop it being sniped off by things. Maybe drop the Clock Library for that extra, draw it might get. Right, that's dead. So he's not casting Fertile Soil on it anytime soon. Chances of him destroying my thing are not super high, but my plan is I will get rid of Desperation, and I'll drop the Clock. Wob. And Pazap! And there goes Missis. 4 turns till that ticks off, but I mean, it's a wall, it's down, whatevs. Okay. I will see your sister there and raise you 1 copper automaton, and I'll drop onto Clock. I'm out of things in hand, but it's round 5, which is when I usually sacrifice for scrolls. Anyway. He has to put something in front of it, otherwise that dies. It's dead. Right, nice. Goodbye, Solemn Giant. Hello, another Charge Coil. Your board belongs to me. Nice. Yeah, okay, he's gone for very multicolour. Because, well, you kind of have to, I think. I would love to sacrifice... Well, at least that's them out the way. I'm not playing that. I mean, I'm glad that the Sister of the Foxes are out of my hand now. Which is good. He's focusing on... Ah, he did have a Fertile Soil. Ooh! That's a nice little icon. Right. Get rid of that. Drop a mortar. A smortar. Drop a smortar. And the Forge. Zap. These guys, I love Charge Coils. In Limited, they are so good. Right, I will get rid of the Sister of the Fox for energy. Cast something and pump something. Oh, I get more scrolls next turn. Anyway. Give me them. Whoop. Right. Get rid of that. Do I cast the Iron Ogre? I could do. I'm tempted to drop the Ether Pump. Just be a bit mean. I think that's what I'll do, actually. I'll drop the Ether Pump. Throw down a Gravelock Raider. And a gun. Next turn it is Iron Ogre turn. I mean, I'm... Mostly at the moment I'm just trying to lock down his board. I mean, he has Quake. He will do. And when he casts that, dead, dead, dead. But... There it is. That's the end of his turn. Basically. So I'm okay with that. What he'll be doing now is he'll be trying to recuperate from that and send, like, a bunch of his snipey kinfolk veterans out now to try and kill my stuff. Now that it's been wounded, like, the mortar would die quite easily to that. So, I mean, I didn't see any veterans in my pool, but that makes me sad. But there's the veteran. I mean, that was inevitable from him. It's how he plays scrolls. He plays scrolls in a I'm not going to do anything until I snipe your stuff type way. Let's just drop some stuff. I didn't realise I've got some growth in this deck, so he actually works out alright. I can regenerate him. And I'm not worried about him going for pushback, which would be the biggest thing to annoy my ogre. Spark. Nothing really worth sparking, although stuff will die. That's worth remembering because of this going off. That will kill that. If I spark that, that dies and it becomes just a normal 3 attack dude. Instead, I'm going to... If I spark him, he goes down to 1 health, which would be nice. But I'm just going to kill that now. Kill that, and this guy, he's in a good position. He can't be trapped very easily. Do I want to drop that there? I'm going to drop it here, just because. Because hopefully then I can make... I don't know what I'm thinking. Ooh, if that'd have hit. Dead, dead. Yay. Alright, next turn I can kill an idol. It's a good start. Blind Rage I like, because there's a lot of very expensive units in the game now. I didn't get any copies of Bombard, but he doesn't know that, so... But yeah, I am a big fan of... Man, move down. He's going to move down as soon as this guy has attacked. That's fact. I need to find a way to make him afraid of doing that, and you know what, Blind Rage might be that. Boom. That's now a 1. That's nice. This will kill him, unless he does something about it. I can drop him there. Take an idol. Ugh. I think I've mostly rambled this game. I've not done much more than ramble. He can't move that veteran down, or it dies. Unless he kills this first. Which, I mean, he could do. With Rallying or God Hand. And he's playing the shield. Shield! With a Major Wolf behind it? No. Ah, Breaker. How are we... I don't know. How do people feel about Breaker? A lot of people are like, oh god, it's Breaker! I'm like, he's cool. He's out. Alright, that's dead. That's nice to know. I could Blind Rage and kill nothing, but wound the Breaker down to 1. Next turn, that is not such an effective option. So what I will do, I think, is I will cast this, and that knocks them down to 1, and drop this. Kill the veteran. Splat. Hit something. Hit something. No. Not today. My pump is going to go off next turn. He has to kill that, otherwise he loses his shield, his Breaker, and his Mage Wolf from either one of my attacks. Ooh. Ooh. What's he going to do? God Hand. Kill. Kill. Yeah. I like how that has completely upset the game. Oh, God Hand. Okay. That thing is so close to dead, it's stupid. So let's drop this and not cast Corrode. The Magnetize is going to go off, denying anything from attacking, so I'm just gonna hope that I can get a good storm through with my Iron Ogre, but it probably won't happen. There'll probably be something. You'll probably Kabonk it or Frostgale it. Frostgale would be great. Yeah, Range Spin does it. I'm pretty sure that's how I've lost this game now. Him having access to that God Hand has just stopped me from doing anything. Kill that! Right, what's happening here? He's got the 5 attack, he needs to do some damage. Iron Ogre's just too slow to be worth playing right now. I could drop a charge coil somewhere. I mean, I lose my clock library next turn, basically. So what I'll do is I think I will protect that, move him forwards, and drop a charge coil here. That way my clock library won't die. I've got a charge coil that will be going off. Interesting. I don't have any massive board sweeps is my problem. I don't have a Thunder Surge. That's why this deck won't win me. If I had it, I'd be able to do even more of my AoE damage that I've been doing with the Blind Rages. And also I wouldn't have had to splash in for the Sister of the Foxes. I'm getting rid of this Iron Ogre. He's been sat in my hand for a while. He's not done a massive amount. And there's the thing that I didn't want, really. I mean, yeah, I have him, but I can't do anything. Alright, let's just start dropping things. If he has a Quake, it'd probably do more damage to him than me. Hey, the Magnetizer's dead. Nice shot! Right, Sister of the Bear, are you going after my, cannon? Or my goo? Yep. That's exactly what I was expecting. On the plus side, my clock library... Oh, now if he puts a Magnetizer down, it won't. Didn't think about it. 4 health, my Solemn Giant would die. If I were to send him out there. Like, factually. I could throw him down as a wall, but instead I'll throw down the clock library as a wall. And Solemn Giant can sit merrily over here, threatening to attack next turn. Zap. Hit sign. Ooh. Okay. Hit sign. Right. I'm drawing off of that clock library. I'm saying it now. That will happen. My guess is, yeah, he'll go up and kill nothing. Oh, bye Magnetizer. He's killing the Raider, I guess. I was expecting him to try and kill the Raider and that thing, which he probably could have done. No, I'm not sure how he could have done it, actually. He does not have the resources for Godhand. I was just checking. I'm like, yeah, that kills that. That works. And his attack is reduced by 1 because of... Yep. So, that's it. Okay. Flash flood of color. Right. Okie dokie. I keep saying right. Right! You can die, please. Wait, how many resources does this need? It needs 6. 6 to kill that. So, I can cast Desperation on that. Or I could cast Desperation on that, but let's say I cast Desperation on that, kill it. That would leave me with 7, so I can only spend 1. Right, okay, so Desperation to kill that. Move him forward, drop the Automaton, and pump. 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 He's not my favourite laser. My favourite lasers are in Decay. These clock libraries, I mean, in Limited, they are rockin'. All of those who doubted me when I went, I'm gonna pick this, can shut up. That does suck that there is no way I can get past that guy now. But, I mean, he attacks. And, eesh. Ah, damn it, I just lost that. And that was basically what was saving me. My clock library's still up, but not for long. So I'm not going to count on that for anything. Sister of the Fox is just there for me to sacrifice. Hey, there's the other one. Nice. So let's drop proxies. Oh, didn't go very well. Let's reload. Hit zone. Yay! Well, I mean, it's guaranteed to hit, but it killed zone. Could have killed something better, but whatevs. It happens. He has to kill that clock library. I've been drawing far too much from it. Far more than I should be. God Hand? Yeah. It's the fact that he managed to fit God Hand into this very order-heavy deck that's just screwing with me at the moment. He charged his Mangy Wolf into a proxy mine, though. That was clever. Bye, sister. Right. So I spark that. Drop that. Drop that. Drop that. Just get these things out there. Zap. At the moment I'm just trying to survive, which is not a good way to be playing. Veteran and basically anything. Ooh, breaker. I have no board sweeps, which is the problem with this at the moment. I mean, it's bad form to concede, but in a limited game, this is just going to go on for ages. Yeah, there is nothing I can do. If he draws a God Hand, he can just wreck, so... And that's a really bad hand. I don't know what I can do. Not much I can do here. Well, I mean, I can Iron Whip that and kill that. That doesn't accomplish much, but it's something. Done. That's it. That's all I can do. The end. Move your Kinfolk Veteran back. Move your Ducal. Ooh, ew. I have no burns. Now I'm just stalling. Not even thinking, just dropping things, because I've lost this now, because there's... The deck I'm using has no way to come back from being knocked down, and the 2 God Hands have knocked me down. I think I've done well, considering I've survived 2 God Hands. And I still have most of my idols left, because, I mean, obviously he will play for my creatures, which means that I'm doing well enough with my production of creatures that I'm stopping him. But it's just not going to be enough anymore. This is the point where you need the board sweepers just to kill stuff. But when that's not happening, I mean, it's basically over. I mean, if he's got a God Hand, he wins. I'm sure there's a way that he can just storm through, especially since he's playing the heavy order stuff. I bet you that's the last bit that you needed. Because look, there it is. GG. That's not a negative of God Hand or anything like that. That's a negative of my deck not being able to sweep. And I know that. Rewards are the same. It was a long game and I killed a lot of stuff, which is why that's... I mean, I was not wrecked into the ground in that one. I mean, the fact that I played 4 more units than him, and yet it took him 101 damage to my units to deal with it. But that's basically a normal match, and that is how it will be in Limited. Things will be a lot slower and a lot swingier, and I mean, build deck. So at the moment I have Metal and nothing. I've got a Fertile Soil and a Thunder Surge. Let's just look through, like, the spread of stuff. So at the moment I have no massive bombs. I mean, there's an Honourable General, that's pretty good. There's a Bombard, that's pretty good. There's a God Hand, and I mean, obviously, as shown by Blinky just then, there is a lot of room for splashability in limited decks, because you've got the time. It is partially down to luck, but if you think this deck is bad, I mean, there's Burn and Violence First. I didn't get either in the last pool. But yeah, if you think that your deck is bad and not worth continuing with, then you don't have to play it, which I quite like. I mean, really, I'd make a brand new deck right now. I'm not going to. But, oh, will that put me... Okay, yeah. I have to actually save the deck. Okay, I'll leave it for now. I'd personally, right now, I'd just make a new deck. I mean, maybe if it was $2,000, like they potentially said it might be, then I'd probably think more before I just did something. Oh, Mons is not on my friends list anymore. Well, hang on. Yeah, that's Judgement. It's pretty good, I like it. I think, the fact that you don't have to sit in a big lobby, wait for everyone to be ready, and play through a series of matches all using the same deck from the same pool is both a good thing and a negative thing. There's no hate drafting, there's no picking to stop other people picking things, which I think does take an interactive element of drafting out that is quite important. But it makes for the game to just be far easier, with people being able to create their own pools, create their deck, and then just go in and play. It's just another queue as opposed to anything more interesting. The problem I have is that it replaced the tournament button. I still want tournaments. I'm not letting you get away without giving me tournaments, Mojang. But this has been a look at Judgement on the test server. Currently no ETA on when it will be live, but I expect it will be pretty soon. I would not expect this to be a long way off, because, I mean, it's done, it just needs testing, and they just need to determine what those pools of costs and prizes are going to be. Hope you enjoyed this look. I am very busy. I have lots of things going on. I'm moving into uni soon, and whether there will be opportunity for me to record while I'm there or not, I don't know. I don't plan on bringing my computer and stuff back every time I come home because I want to record. So, I mean, just follow my Twitter and you'll know whether I've decided that recording is going to be too infrequent to be consistently talking about, whether it's going to be like once a blue moon type thing, or whether I can churn them out more often, but as it's looking, probably not. We'll see though. Yeah, I've not been on the Owl stream for a while. I do like the Owl stream. I love the Owl stream. I would love to be on the Owl stream more. I've just had work on weekends quite a lot. And people should definitely go watch the Owl stream. I still think the Owl stream is brilliant. I mean, last time we had Ploy on, which was awesome. I don't think there's anything more to say about Judgement mode. I think I've said everything I want to say. And I think it's alright. I mean, a lot of people have been waiting for this to give them a reason to go back into Scrolls and sink gold, because it's the casual, more, well, it's probably more competitive than normal because of the fact that you've got to pick your pools and build deck from it. And I'm sure lots of people will be playing that now that it's available. Plus, it's a good way to get more Scrolls for very specific decks. I mean, the fact that you get the reward and you get to choose is very nice. Thanks for watching, and see you whenever the next video happens to pop into existence.